All right, welcome back. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. It was a pretty good week.
Yeah, it's been a
Eventful
long
week.
time. I grew a mustache.
You did grow a mustache, and I love it because you had the mustache before, and then you
yes.
shaved it off. Just depression. You
I
were just so
know.
depressed, and I told you not to do it.
It's
before
hard
you
to
did it.
trim because I always feel so weird. I'm like, I'm going to go to a barber shop bald and then just be like, hey, so just the mustache.
Yeah.
If you could
clean it
just
up, get the
just
wax,
clean it up a little bit,
Get the corners to curl up a little bit.
that would be epic. I'd also just appreciate it if you just didn't tell anybody that I just came for a mustache trim.
Clean up the eyebrows, the mustache, and get the wax.
Yeah, and if you couldn't tell, it's been a while since we hung out. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been gone.
What have you been doing?
I went down to southern New Mexico, went home. My youngest brother got married, so congratulations.
Congrats.
So yeah, we had a good time. It was the first time like the majority of my family was able to get back together for quite a few years because like my brother's working out in Missouri and then,
Family reunion?
yeah, it was a little bit of a family reunion for the wedding, so it was pretty cool. I bought another motorcycle.
How?
Yeah.
How do you have two and I can't even find
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, well, I mean, see, you have standards, and I bought an oil leaking 1972 Harley Davidson.
Just something that I could putz around my neighborhood in at this
Yeah.
point would be fun. I've been looking at those little pit bikes too. Just like me, me,
Dude,
me.
it'd be awesome. You get like a little Grom.
Just, dude, no, I've seen some people like in South Florida, they like stretch them.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen people like put turbo kits on those.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's for crazy people.
Like why? Why
It's,
would you just not get a crotch rocket?
Or just a regular bike. At
Just
that
any
point.
bike.
Just any
Literally
bike.
any bike.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you see the
We'll
Red
find you.
5?
The what?
The Red 5. You broke your shoulder on.
Yeah.
You saw it? It's still there?
It's still there. It is still there. They painted it. It's not red anymore.
Oh,
so
that's
I'll still call it the Red 5.
That's
But yeah.
lame.
Yeah, no, it was cool to go back and see the family, get to hit up some of the old food spots and stuff like that. It's pretty legit.
Yeah. The Oklahoma State Fair was in town.
Yeah, I did that on Saturday.
I didn't realize how tired I was afterward.
Yeah.
And I also didn't realize like how fat people were.
Yes.
You just
It's like people of Walmart, but like on a whole nother level.
whole nother level. And it's for everyone. And I'm just like, I'm like, I hope people look at me and think I'm as weird as I think they are. You know what I mean?
It's like everyone there feels like they're the normal ones, just people watching everyone else.
Yeah. But I'm the one that they're like, whoa, this guy.
Look at this. Look at this with the mustache. Look at this guy.
What is he even looking at? Is he even there? Is he? Because I'll just be walking around, just kind of spacing out, and they're just like, "I can't believe this man."
Dude, like the amount of fried food at the state fair like blows my mind.
Oh my god!
When you're
Pickled
walking through,
pizza?
it's like, yeah, like you have fried cheesecake.
Yeah.
So they take cheesecake on a stick and just fry it.
Just dunk him.
Fried soda.
What?
Yeah, so
I didn't
asked
see
them-
that one.
I asked them how they do that, and I guess they take like like the soda machines like at restaurants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they take the syrup that they put in the carbonated water, and they just like drip the syrup into the batter and just like make balls out of it and then fry it.
So it's similar to cheese curds, but
It's disgusting. Yeah, fried Oreos, fried Twinkies, like
Disgusting.
literally everything. They had a burger there that's bun was made out of donut.
I've had one of those before, and you don't feel good about yourself
Yeah.
afterward.
Like I have to try it, but I know I'm going to regret this immediately.
I remember eating it, and I was like, I can't believe this is a thing. And you're just like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then you're eating it, and you're like, oh, I hate myself.
I hate everything about
I
me.
hate everything. There's a pickled pizza.
Pickled pizza.
That was
yeah.
fun. And then we also we have to get the cinnamon rolls, but because my wife doesn't let me eat bagels all the time. So she's like, let's get bagels. And I was like, yes. So we split a bagel, and then I got the blueberry bagel with just cream cheese.
Yep.
And then we go to the fair, and she immediately beelines for the cinnamon rolls because they're bomb. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, I just ate 2 bagels. I can't.
But you can't not. You can't not.
And then
I didn't get anything super crazy, but I did get it was like this massive like hot dog that was wrapped in bacon. That was as crazy as my fair food got.
That's one of those combinations that I'm just like not cool about. You get a prime rib or filet mignon. It's wrapped in bacon,
Yeah, the bacon wrap
and
around
I'm
it.
just why?
Why did you do that?
It's
It was good.
well, unless it's not like it's fancy bacon. It's
Yeah.
not like it's a fancy ham. It's just
Oscar Mayer bacon.
Oscar Mayer bacon around a $45 steak.
Beyond Meat bacon.
Oh, Beyond Meat. That's coming up.
We'll talk about that.
Talk about that later.
My wife did get something cool at the fair though. It was Hawaiian chicken, so it was like a teriyaki chicken, but instead of giving it to you like in a bowl, they cut a pineapple.
Oh my God.
And scooped it out and like had rice and everything.
Dude, that just hit me. I wanted that
It
so
was
bad.
so good.
I wanted that so bad because we were going into the expo.
Yeah.
And I went for it, and I was like, maybe I'll just get it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's no big deal because I'm not like super hungry right now. And then you walk the expo, which is a football field worth of vendors.
Yep.
All of them were selling hot tubs this year.
Yeah, there was a lot. Did you see the little scooters though? Those little like big wheel electric scooters. No. I wanted one so bad. No. It looks like they took a motorcycle and put everything on the bottom and just put these like big fat like cart tires on it.
What?
Yeah, it's like an electric. It does like 25 miles an hour. It's like, I want one.
Dude, you can't even drive that in a school zone.
No, too fast.
No, so either way, we're walking the thing, and it just skipped my mind as we're walking out because I think it was on the like east side, and we were on like the west side when we came out. I was like, I'm not walking all the way back over there, but I did get HTO. If anybody wants to sponsor this channel, HTO, your premium water and ice, I will sell that to fish. I love that place.
You kept telling me about it. You brought me HTO the one time, and I was like, this is delicious, but I actually went on Sunday because my mom's visiting. I was like, my buddy's always talking about this. We got to go. So we went in there. That place is incredible.
Dude, and you get to try them all.
Yeah, they have the little like plastic shot glasses you pull out of the little receptacle, and like you can just go in and try all the flavors. Like the place smells amazing.
It does. Like, and the strictly Yeti products.
Yeah. Like you had one side that was all like HTO, and then the whole other side was just Yeti. And that new Yeti you saw, like, did you get a new one?
You got it from HTO?
My mom got that for me at HTO.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you, the place is the absolute best, dude.
It was awesome.
Yeah, HTO, please reach out. I will sing your names from rooftops.
Dude, it's actually hard to pick a flavor in there.
Oh no, mango fresco with unsweet Georgia peach.
That was what I got. Did you try? They have a limited one now. It's like peach cobbler.
Yeah, I tried it.
My wife got that one.
Not a super fan.
It's kind of like cinnamony,
like
spices or something. Yeah. Like if you're into the whole fall drink thing, but you want like not a pumpkin spice latte, like a iced tea.
I'm gonna have to head there after this.
That one was pretty good.
I love that place. I have like 1,000
Did
drips.
you see that they're opening up one like right down the way behind Home Depot?
So Deanna was like, "Yo, they opened one off base," and I was like, "Oh, like perfect! Right, this is great. I'm gonna go buy some Panera, and then I'm gonna go to HTO, and then have a long drive because the drive between our houses is insane.
Yeah, it's
you weren't fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's miserable.
But I'm gonna grab an HTO. It's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna drink my tea. I'm gonna drop this food off. No big deal. I get there, it's closed. They open the following Saturday. I was like, yeah.
So is that this? They opened this.
Yeah. So they just
they're open now.
They're open now.
All right,
so
we're going HTO.
I guess what are we doing after this? I'm just saying, we'll plug your business.
We're just gonna have to start having like HTO cups sitting in front of us.
Oh man,
that's fine.
I'm fine with that. Could you imagine like an HTO card just get to drink there for free?
Yeah, we'll review all of your flavors.
That would be hilarious. We just have like 18 HTO cards.
We're going to try all of them.
Oh man, people are gonna be like, "What are you guys carrying?" Just none of your damn business.
Just like all the drink carriers and it'll be Yeti coolers because HTO is all Yeti.
Oh man, I love that place. I don't know why it's so random.
Another little thing, I know we're going on and on about HTO, but another thing that I like is that you can get like the sweet and unsweet and caffeinated and uncaffeinated of all their flavors.
Yeah,
I thought that was legit.
That's awesome.
That's a super smart idea,
and I love it because it's premium water and ice.
You can tell though. I don't know.
I love it.
We're really harping on HTO, but if you ever get a chance to go, you should go.
I'm gonna send them this episode and just be like, "Hey guys,
check this out.
Check this out. We love your product, and I promise you." I think I've gotten them more customers personally than they have themselves.
I mean, you're the one that told me about it, so my whole family went because you told me about it.
And it's not that expensive.
It's actually not,
dude. And I was blown away. You go there and it's like $8, and you get 4 drinks. You're just like, yes.
Yep. I mean, a lot of people want to go to like I don't know about a lot, but like we always like if we want to go and get something to drink real quick, it's usually Sonic.
Yep.
This is so much better.
So much better. So much. I don't like Sonic at all, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We've
they're
talked about this.
sometimes they're tater tots or they're
I don't eat the food.
yeah.
just
Sometimes
get
their
drinks.
tater tots are bomb, but other than that, I'm good, dude.
I don't really eat the food very often. It's usually like we're running around doing grocery shopping or whatever. Like, oh, we'll hit Sonic and get a drink and then just have that as we're wandering. But yeah, that Red Bull slush that they have though, that's pretty
That's
good.
pretty banging.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not HTO, but it's pretty good.
I'll let something slide, not a whole bunch of them, but
I mean, if they threw an energy drink like tea in there,
maybe.
HTO.
I mean, they
Hit us
do have the green almond that might like. Or is it the green almond tea? I think so, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. It's like a green tea.
I don't know. Like they had a ton of flavors, so I can't even remember them all.
People are gonna be like, "These guys, dude, stop
These
talking."
guys, these guys are HTO
Well,
nerds.
I mean, Oklahoma's Texas hat, and like if you don't go to Texas and get sweet tea where your teeth rot, it's not really tea.
It's not tea.
It's not tea. And then you show up and they say, "Welcome to tea. What'll it be?" I'm like, "You guys are salesmen." Dude.
You got me.
You got me there. Oh shit, man. But hey, I know we're talking about fairs. We probably have some great fair experiences. Maybe next time on #Nostalgia, we'll reach back in time and do that. But I think this time, so you're talking about bikes. You got another motorcycle.
Yeah.
So what is welcome to #Nostalgia? But also today we're gonna talk about bicycles, dude.
Okay.
Did you have? So there's a scene in Stranger Things that kind of brought this up because I'm rewatching it. It's the spooky season, so of course I have to rewatch Stranger Things. But they were Hopper, the cop with the sick mustache.
Yeah.
Also, my Netflix avatar is Hopper. He says, Will's bike is left in the woods, and he's like, kids wouldn't just leave this here. These are their Cadillacs. They lived on that. And I was like, you know what? That's true. That's exactly how I was.
Yeah. Till I got into skateboarding.
Yeah, till I got into skateboarding. Well, actually, 2 of mine got stolen.
Your bike?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, big time. And I don't know. I had a Dyno GT and a Dyno Air because I had to have the trick bikes.
Yep.
And
the pegs.
Had the pegs, dude, front and back, so you could do grinds.
The gyro on the front, so you could do bar spins,
yeah,
but still have
dude.
Front brakes.
Dude.
Yep.
Clutch,
I know
bro.
where we're at.
And then I guess even further back, man, I had like a bike that had. So it was kind of very Power Ranger-esque.
Okay.
I just remember the front of it had like this big light bar kind of thing. And it would like light up as you pedaled. I was like, this is bomb, dude.
I never got any like really fancy bikes. Like I had buddies and stuff that had like, well, at the time, like Mongoose wasn't sold in Walmart. Like Mongooses were like kind of
Actually
a big deal,
good,
but then
yeah.
you had like Diamondback.
Yep.
And like my buddy had like the Diamondback Joker, and I was like, man, that was like top of the line. Like we couldn't afford that. So like I always got either like those bikes as hand-me-downs from like my cousins or something, or like whatever bike we could find. I had a Next.
Next?
Yeah, you don't even know what that is.
No, never heard of it.
I'm gonna have to find a picture of it because like the frame was like a Y, so it would come down from the neck and then it split like up to the seat.
Was it like a mountain bike?
No, it was like a stunt bike. It had like a plastic seat, which was terrible.
Oh, that sounds great.
And then it had like pegs on it and everything, but it had the big fat like Ninja Star plastic spokes in the wheels. Like I'm gonna have to find a picture of it.
Actually, I think my liking for the sage green prior to our current jobs was came from the bike because it was sage green and purple. And I'm like, this is it, bro.
That sounds like you, yeah.
And then it had like the 3 spoke, or it was either 3 or 4, but it was like those like thick black plastic spokes, and you just looked rad.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to find a picture of that bike because it was like I've never seen a bike that looks like it that's not like a mountain bike or a trail bike.
Dude, sometimes I look for that stuff on Facebook Marketplace just to see if it's out there, and somebody just has a beat up like oh,
that was my bike.
It was it's just like it's an old dyno. It's $100, bro. What's that meme? Right now.
Take my money.
I always look for that stuff. I'm just such a #nostalgia.
Yeah.
Guy, but jeez.
Yeah, not with my bikes. Like, so I saw another thing that's sold in Walmart is Darkstar now.
Yeah.
So I had one of their decks a while back, and I was like, if they had that deck that I had, like a remake of it at Walmart, I'd probably buy it. Just put it on the wall.
I think a Globe is going that way now too.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
World Industries went that way a while back, but I don't even think they're around anymore.
Mark Appleyard on Globe. I think it's David Gonzalez, and they're so good. Both guys were writing for Flip, and then they had contracts with Globe, and now it's just making money in Walmart.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, I love Mark Appleyard. Dude, you know Mark Appleyard has like one of the sickest tray flips. Did you ever watch the flip videos?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, those flip,
Sorry.
yeah, flip, sorry, really sorry, or I don't know, like still sorry or something like
Yeah.
that. But Ali Boulala, Jeff Rowley,
Best name ever.
dude. Best,
Ali Boulala.
dude.
That's the best name ever.
And he is just the most like, he could have been in the Sex Pistols. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
but-
yeah, 100%. Like, just like 80s punk rocker.
dude. And leather jackets, no
Yeah.
shirts, weighed probably 105 pounds
Skinny
wet.
jeans and Chuck Taylors.
And then would just send it. Actually, in one of the flip videos, I think it might have been the first one, he ollied like the Lion 25 and was like the first person to like stick the landing, and the board just disintegrates under him, and then he's just like unable to walk afterwards.
Yep.
And now Jaws just meloned it.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, that is like the biggest set ever, bro.
That's awesome. I'll have to watch that again.
Yeah. Speaking of old bikes, bro. So I had 2 bikes, and I'm pretty sure they both got stolen by the same shitty kid. Because I would just leave them out front because I'd ride my bikes to school every day.
Yeah.
And I had this kind of house, and there's like an L or whatever. You kind of like walked up the garage and then kind of walked into it, and I would like leave it right there. So somebody had to like come up to my front door and take the bikes. I remember walking outside, and I was like, "Where's my bike?" I was like, not there.
This isn't where I left
This
it.
is not where my bike was. And I was like, that's weird. And checked the garage. I was like, that's weird. So then I looked in the backyard for some reason. I was like, where is my fucking bike? And it was gone. And this kid was kind of a piece of shit. I remember him. It was his name was Tommy. I don't know if I mentioned that or. Okay, so I couldn't prove it was mine because you know how Samsonite makes luggage?
Yeah.
And they probably make 1,000 of the same piece of luggage.
Sure.
That's how I thought about bikes. You know?
Everybody has a bike.
Yeah.
I can't prove it's mine.
It's exactly what I thought. And then one day I saw the kid again, and I couldn't stand this kid. I thought he was just a scumbag.
How old were you?
Let's see. I was probably like 10 or 11.
I just beat the hell out of him. You're not going to jail for
Well,
it.
he was like a 7th grade, and I was like a 4th or 5th grader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I couldn't prove it, but I just know I hated this kid and his stupid braces.
It probably wasn't even him,
and his
but I hate
stupid
him.
hair. It was just a shitty kid, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? They're all over the place, and I was just
Yep.
like, you are one of them. Not you, him.
Not you. Unless you're watching. Then
unless
it's
you're,
you.
unless it's you, Tommy. Unless it's you, you're dead to me.
I want my bike back.
This guy, I could imagine this guy probably owns like, I don't know, like an adult store. You know what I
He's
mean?
that guy. Just this skeevy, like sketchy dude.
Yeah, just sweaty all the time. Like, he's probably fatter than me. Good. I don't know. I'm very vindictive about that. Those are cool bikes, man. Like you said, those are their Cadillacs, bro. You'd
Yep.
ride up to school and be like, yeah, this has double pegs, bro.
Yep.
You want to sit on the front? Like, check this out. Bar spin. You know what
I
I
used to
mean?
ride around with my feet on the front pegs going down hills and stuff.
I didn't have any hills. Florida is flat, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless you're like going into a river or canal, like it's flat.
That's fun too.
Yeah.
We used to do that when we were kids. We'd go and visit my dad's family in Minnesota, and we would tie our bikes to the dock. And then we would just ride off we would put a ramp on the end like a kicker and just
What?
ride off into the river or the lake, and then we'd use the rope and pull our bikes back in.
It's just covered in like
Oh
moss
yeah, that
and-
was terrible. It's just like seaweed and is it still called seaweed when it's in a lake?
lakeweed.
Lakeweed? Lakeweed? Just algae? Whatever.
I'm gonna
Yeah, it
Google
was terrible. So you'd like dip your bike off in the water and then get back on and do it again.
Oh, no.
Probably terrible for the bike, but it was awesome.
Dude, there's no. I think I have like. It's for anyone watching. I have a fear of fish. I can't stand fish. I don't know why. I cannot stand.
Like not sharks, so like fish.
Like fish. Like touching
like
fish.
Nemo.
Like I'm really good at fishing, but I cannot stand touching those things, dude.
Even I'm learning things about you on this podcast.
Bro, I fucking.
So like
hate-
we're not going fishing, is what you're saying.
I'll go fishing and I'll probably catch something. I'm like, you're gonna touch that.
Yeah,
though."
get that off. You're just gonna be sitting there like trying to get it to fall off.
I hate it, dude. I hate it. Like my hidden talent is I'm really good at fishing, but I just can't touch
just
them.
can't.
Because like
I have this
we
gift,
would-
but I can't use it.
we would go night fishing and catch like these
Yeah.
alligator gar, and there's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, this is the most disgusting thing. Like, who do you eat this? What do you do with this? It's got like
No, you don't eat
a
alligator.
4-inch beak,
Yeah.
and it's like an eel, and I'm just like, this is the worst fish I've ever seen.
Dude, do you ever watch Meat Eater?
I
on,
think
like,
we've watched
Netflix.
it a few times.
He had that one where he went fishing for, I think it was some kind of gar. Maybe it was alligator, but it looked like it had human teeth.
Oh my god!
Like, that is not the fish. Like, so I would figure like you would freak out if you had
Oh
that fish.
no, bro!
It has man
I'm
teeth.
telling you, bro. It's called River Monsters with Jeremy Wade.
I've seen that show.
Dude,
That
River
show's awesome.
Monsters is wild, bro.
That show's awesome.
Like, and he does like all this research. He's like a marine biologist,
Yeah.
and this guy's just a badass. I'm like, I wish I could be you. And he's just got like beat up fisherman clothes, and
Yep.
he's just like, I've got one, I can't hold on, and then he just jumps in the water and just
Yeah.
goes downstream with the fish. And I'm like, this guy is
This
insane.
guy's a psychopath.
He's like torn his bicep,
Yep.
just like trying to reel some.
He did
dude.
one where he was didn't he do the jet ski fishing thing? He went out and like fished for grouper on a jet ski.
on a jet ski.
Where
Oh
the
my
grouper is like
It's
I
a
don't know if
Goliath.
yeah, a grouper is bigger than a jet ski.
Dude,
It's like a small whale as a fish.
Yeah, and then they have Goliath groupers
Yeah,
as well,
they're
and they're
huge.
just like the
And he's
size of this table, if
Yeah,
not
he's on
bigger.
a jet ski. I mean, it was a big jet ski, but it's still just a jet ski. It's not a boat. And he's just like off like this oil rig, like trying to haul in this grouper. Like that dude,
He's insane.
he's a real man.
He's more man than I'll ever be. Oh well, but I think it might be time to talk about something even crazier in What the News.
What the news? All right, what do we got?
Okay, so today on What the News, we have some of the craziest things I've heard in a while.
Okay.
So do you remember bath salts?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
I've heard of them.
Do you know what vegans are?
I've heard of them.
Have you heard of the Beyond Meat's COO aggressively biting someone's face in a parking lot after an Arkansas football game?
No, I did not.
Okay, so this is actually for crazy people.
Okay.
All right, so the Beyond Meat COO, Doug Ramsey, not Dave to be confused with, because you know how I feel about Dave Ramsey. We'll get there. So he was arrested for allegedly biting a man's nose after an Arkansas football game.
Oh my god.
This is crazy to me. Like,
See, this is what happens when you start swapping out plants for meat.
yeah. So I was a pescatarian for a while, and like I don't think their food's bad. It's just like not that good.
I've never had it.
It's also more expensive than regular meat. So why would you make the switch just because you like want to feel good about the environment? Don't know if I really agree with that, but
Like, is it this probably start like a huge debate, but like, is it really better for the environment? I understand people who think it's like a health thing, or there are genuinely people who have like red meat allergies and stuff like that. Like, I get it, but like the people who say it's better for the environment, like,
is it though?
I really don't think it is.
I don't know. All I know is, you know what? I bet you they're in cahoots with Monsanto.
Yeah,
So it proved me wrong.
yeah.
Prove me wrong. But yeah, dude, this guy, Dave Ramsey, I'm not going to say he was arrested this weekend, but he was arrested for, get this, not just cannibalistic ideations, but terroristic threatening and third-degree battery.
He sounds like a really good guy.
Dude, he must have been hammered drunk or something.
No,
Because
he's
it's
just on Beyond Meat.
or was it like a last-minute survival technique? Like maybe he was getting his face kicked in, and then he got up and was just like, ah!
I mean, if you start acting like a psycho, people
You're
might
not
be
that
like,
guy.
okay.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that
You're
guy.
not that guy.
But I
That's
mean,
nuts.
and he just recently got this job too. December he took over,
It's a
and they're
good luck, good start.
yeah. So he's probably got a fridge full of Beyond Meat,
Yep.
and he's this is great. I'm healthy.
I'm being
I'm
healthy.
feeling better than I ever have. And then like I don't know, some 20-year-old kid has had a few too many beers because he's tailgating.
Yep.
Just comes across some old crotchety old man telling him like you should eat Beyond Meat and not stop eating cheeseburgers. He's like, dude, I'm gonna eat all the cheeseburgers. Watch me eat all the cheeseburgers. He's like, how dare you? And just I like how you wind up and then just
Yeah, dude, you can't just go straight into it. You gotta
like
wind
straight up Kobayashi. It's just dude, this guy's face. He just looks like a. I'll put his picture up here. But his face, he just looks like an angry old white man.
Yeah,
And
I could definitely see him like eating somebody's nose though.
dude, he was arrested, biting the dude's face. I mean, there was an altercation that happened in a garage. I'm trying to think if there's any other extenuating circumstances. Ramsey allegedly punched through the back windshield of a Subaru after it made contact with the front tire of Ramsey's
This guy
car.
was on like PCP.
Dude, this guy was not on Beyond Meat. He was on. Oh my god. All right, now
When they're talking about Beyond Meat, everybody's like, "Oh, they make it with vegetables." No, it's
No,
straight up PCP.
it's straight up drugs. I don't know. Have you ever punched through a window before?
No.
Oh my god, it's like okay, and it's the back window, so it's not like it has like you roll your windows down and it's like not all the way up the top, it's down a little bit, like so it has kind of like that edge you could probably bend and crack.
Back windows like one, it's curved.
Yeah.
Two, like most back windows have the heating element lines in there, so it's got that inside
And
of
it's
it, and it's tempered.
Yeah. So he, oh my god, does he have hockey? Like is he in one piece? Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Bro, that's nuts. I actually didn't read this far into it because I wanted it to be,
I wanted a genuine reaction.
Like the last person to honestly bite someone's face, they were on, what's it called? Oh my goodness,
Crocodile?
bath salts. Yeah,
salts.
crocodile. That one's even crazier. Oh my god! And then it gets better. So he punched through the window of the front car. The Subaru owner got out of the car and started punching him and bit his nose, ripping the flesh on the tip of his nose. The victim and a witness also alleged that Rangeley told the Subaru owner he would kill him. This guy is nuts, bro.
I'm telling you, if a video surfaces, he's gonna wind up into that bite.
Oh my god!
His head's gonna come around and just.
Oh, jeez.
It's gonna happen.
Could you imagine what that video is actually gonna look like? Like what if he's all mad dog about it?
You know, in the intro to like zombie movies where they have like the news articles of like how it all started, that's gonna be
28 days later. Well, no,
they're gonna be like, first it was this guy. He bit somebody's nose.
he was on the floor, and they're like, we have to do a product recall. He's like, no, it's fine. And then he's like, watch how fine it is. He eats the burger immediately. Is just like starts foaming at the mouth. And he's like, no one saw anything. Yep. Next thing you know, he's like, I have a football game to go to later today. We'll talk about this later. Goes to the football game. It tapped the other guy's car. So like, and he just
sent him off into a
rage. It activates some, neural processing in his brain. And then I have to eat him.
Yep. Steven Spielberg, hit us up.
Yeah.
He's got you a movie right there.
And like, looking at this guy's face, like he's not even upset about it.
No. His face in this picture is like, yeah, and I'll do it to you too. Come at me. That is that face.
Yeah, I did it. I was provoked. He hit my car.
He tapped my car.
I want him to believe that it's just like two people that are just like super into Jesus. They're just like, we love Arkansas football. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he just comes out just violently
eating people. Oh my
God, dude!
Like you can't make that up. Like just rant. Oh my God.
No, he's a crazy person. He is an absolute crazy person.
He's eating people's face.
How'd you get that close to him? Either.
I don't know.
Actually, so I worked at a shoe store. Do you ever heard of Journeys?
Yeah.
All right. So my manager at one point, we were just obviously sitting around hanging out talking, and he told me a story. Like I said, I love this podcast because it always gets these memories going. He was telling me there was another store that he worked at because he was a manager, so he went from store to store or whatever.
Was it Zoomies?
No. It's just different Journey stores.
I feel like Journey is Zoomies, but not cool.
I don't know. I think it's just a shoe store. That's more of a skate shop or like a.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Yeah.
Like, look, we have cool graffiti on the wall. Don't you want to shop here
it's
instead
like
of
Hot
that
Topic for skaters?
Basically.
Pretty much.
You got a Zoomy shirt on, like the cat with the middle finger.
They always gave you stickers, though.
That's true. Stickers are awesome.
As a skateboarder, like, you always have stickers.
Side note, I saw a meme that was like, hey, for all you guys who collect stickers and are waiting for the perfect spot to put them, like, how's your anxiety doing today? And I'm like, not good, bro. But anyways, he'd go from store to store because they're just like, hey, we need a manager on Saturday at store 12. And, his main store was 10 or whatever. It's whatever it is. Yeah. Anyways, so people would steal shoes, obviously. So they were fitting somebody with a pair of shoes. And I guess the guy was like, look how I'm fast as F, boy. And just like starts running towards the door and like jumps over a stand. And I guess somebody was by the front door and like grabbed him. And then the guy's like freaking out, going all crazy. And they're like holding him down. And he bites someone in the back. And like they must have broken a blood vessel because you could see like the outline of the dude's teeth. And then it was just bruised everywhere. Bro, you're
like, I just don't get it. Like, I I've only been in a few altercations, but like it never entered my mind to be like, I'm biting this dude. I'm gonna bite this dude. Like, what are you, 2?
I mean, some people use their mouths. Like, speaking of fishing.
Nope.
Speaking of fishing, I don't know where your mind's going. But you know, you always use your teeth as like a knife sometimes.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And he's just like, he does that, but he uses it against people.
So instead of stabbing them, I just bite them.
I just bite their faces. No big deal.
Wow.
This is crazy.
That is, yeah.
Just like,
I can't stop looking at his picture.
I'm gonna just we're done here.
You need to get rid of that.
Yeah, we're done here.
He looks like he's about to come through the screen and bite your nose.
Oh man, if only. Just make it straight. You know.
Just leave the mustache.
Leave the mustache. Maybe bite me from this side so it straightens out. We'll be fine. It's a free rhinoplasty.
There you go.
All right, man. So I think it's your turn for Conspiracy Corner.
Dude, I read a good one. I don't know if it's more a conspiracy theory or like a psychology theory, but here. So here it is.
Go on.
The world was created last Thursday.
No.
So here's this is why I say it's more like it could be a psychology theory or a conspiracy theory, because the article that I was reading talked about the fact that this is an undisprovable theory, because every argument that anybody came up with could be brought back to the world was created last Thursday. So what would you say? And I know exactly where you're going to go with this because it's the same thing that I thought. What would you say would be your argument to why the world was not created last Thursday?
Because I was busy last Thursday. I
Were
ran
you?
a 5K.
Were you?
Yeah.
What if the world was created on Thursday and that memory was already there? If the pyramids were created last Thursday looking the way they do now, if the world was created last Thursday and, mountains and rocks were already there created the way that they were, how are you going to prove that they weren't?
Because last week my kid had hair and this week he got a haircut.
Did he?
Yeah.
Or was it created last Thursday with you remembering it that way?
Because the hair is still in my backyard.
So how do you know the world wasn't created last Thursday and that's the memory that you have of it being created last Thursday? I don't believe this. This is the argument that's in the theory. I just thought it was interesting. Like, I don't believe the world was created last Thursday. But yeah, they went into everything like, carbon dating. Well, if everything was created last Thursday to be in that appearance, then your carbon dating wouldn't matter.
But the rock would still be. It would.
Wow.
Well, because science.
Science was created last Thursday.
That just seems dumb. Like,
I mean, it's not any different than like the flat Earth stuff. So the thing is like I think it was a psychological exercise to like get people to think around that, like the skew in timing. I know part of the article was talking about the argument between like creationism and evolution, right?
Okay.
So it's either 65 billion years old or 6,000 years old, and everybody has all these different things that they cite. Cave paintings of dinosaurs versus carbon dating and things like that. So like time is skewed by us. So the theory or psychological theory or conspiracy theory was that you can create a circular argument.
Okay.
Like if it was created that way on Thursday, prove to me that it wasn't, and you can't, because carbon dating. Well, it was created that way. How are you going to disprove that? You can't.
That's true.
So I just thought it was interesting. I thought it was a good one.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm more on par with flat earthers than I am this one.
Dude, I saw a thing that talked about like this guy was like, obviously the earth is flat because look at my computer mouse. It's flat. Like, what? Like, how could you use that as your evidence?
No, like, okay, so here, I would, if someone was like, that's how we prove we're in a simulation. It's only been, what's today? Tuesday?
Sure.
So, okay, the simulation was created last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that's how long the simulation's been running. It's only been running for a total of, 5 days their time. But for us in the simulation, it's been
however many
100 million years, billion years.
Whatever.
I could get behind that because that would kind of explain how everything worked. But I mean, last Thursday, that's a short amount of time. Like I think I was busy last Thursday.
Yeah. But were you? That's the thing, is like you were created on Thursday with that memory, and you can't disprove that.
No, I can't.
Yeah. So I thought it was an interesting like conspiracy theory / psychological exercise. So I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about that.
I'm going to talk about that. Oh, we missed our intro again. Whatever. At least maybe we'll get an HTO sponsorship out of this one. Oh, man. What you got going on next week?
I have no idea. Another episode of the podcast?
Absolutely. This shit is going to happen no matter what.
Apparently. He's sick.
I'm dying.
He's like dying, and he's like, no, we have to do it. I'm like, you need to go home.
I'm like sweating.
He's literally fueled right now on energy drinks and Starburst.
Yes. Brought to you by Bang.
Yeah. Another sponsorship?
Could have been HTO. I'm just saying. Just saying. Some of them caffeinated drinks, man. But
yep.
It's been great. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll see you next Thursday.
Yep.
And we'll catch you next time, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We now own the www.disguisedhorse.com, which takes you straight up to the YouTube page for now. But we own the domain, so gotcha.
We'll do something cool with that.
Maybe we'll get a check mark next to the Instagram. That'd be sick.
Oh yeah.
Like, you don't even have a check mark, my guy. So,
plebe.
Don't talk to me unless you have a check mark. That'd be insane. So there's all these like super celebrities, but it's like, are you really a celebrity if like you don't have a check mark?
Have the check mark?
I'd just be like, I don't
know. Was the world created on Thursday?
I don't want to be part of this conversation. Like I just, you got the Kardashians and their beauty line, and I'm just like, that's cool. So like, what else do you guys like to do? Do you like motorcycles or mountain bikes or like? No, we like to sit in fancy clothes. Like, okay, well, I'm not that. So
no.
Oh well. But guys, it's always a great time. And great seeing you again. It's been like 2 weeks.
It's awesome.
Hopefully next time you see me, this mustache will be even beautifuler.
Even more beautiful.
And I guess with that, we'll see you later. See ya!
See ya!